100%.
Yeah, but I think the idea that the most popular leader in the ANC comes out and gets a result that is less than, I'm just talking on numbers. Let's park the hearts and the emotions.
Yeah.
Comes up with the numbers less than EFF and less than COPE. The numbers did not support that. But this is the part where I got wrong. I did not think AMK is a serious party. I still don't know if it is I thought it was a way of pushing the ANC. It will force the ANC to talk.
To change. So to talk to them.
To talk to them.
And then we almost get a reunited ANC.
Absolutely. And
probably that's what Zuma wanted to do.
I don't think they had a plan post-elections as let's call it the opposition the leader of opposition.
In total disarray. They didn't arrive to be sworn in.
So I thought at a bare minimum, EFF, MK come together, but the conversation then leads to a block that can negotiate with the remaining ANC.
Yeah.
That part I got wrong. Then we'll have to see how it plays out.
For me, that is what I was hoping that was what was going to happen after next year. That the progressive force, I put it in quotes, right, will come together and say, guys, we're at the crossroads.
Yeah.
Let's forget about our egos.
Yeah.
Let's forget about. I did say this at the AFF podcast. I said we're looking up to you guys to unite.
Yes. What do you think happens of EFF?
And the more you don't unite,
the
more you are going to be in trouble.
So the last
EFF has entered a new chapter.
New chapter.
I think EFF has entered a new chapter with flirts forming something else.
Yeah.
Because assumably some of the people are going to go to follow him to Maibuye.
Yes.
Right? And so EFF will have to dig deeper in terms of increasing its support base.
Yes.
Right? But I think they're still a formidable force.
I think they still are.
They're still a formidable. I think people who are writing them off and so on are totally wrong.
No, I think EFF, and I think it's important that EFF continues to be part of the mix.
Yeah. No, you need a counter force.
There are things that I think with your reputation management, the whole space of the foreign nationals, I think they can do better in telling the story, in managing the narrative.
Yeah.
I think sometimes there are just certain things, or you can't say shoot themselves in the foot. The president is going through a firing or firearms story, so the pun might not be appropriate. I think they add noise. Maybe this noise used to get them the airtime, the publicity. I think the kill the Boer, kill the farmer chant I find it unnecessary in the times we are in. At the time, you can focus South Africa on more important things, right? We can argue whether is it a chant, is it what? It doesn't really matter to me. It's nonsense. It's noise, right? Give us a credible plan of what you want us to support. I really do hope that EFF is still part of the landscape and continues to grow. Do I want them to govern? I don't know. I think it will take. I think we are going to go through a meaningful coalition at some point.
Yeah. No, look, I think they should govern. I mean, EFF has a lot of talented people.
No, it's amazing.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen some of the young MPs that are also coming up.
They're really amazing.
And they're in a few municipalities where they are making strides.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that there is some potential there.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're correctly saying, the issue is how do they take themselves to the next level?
Yeah.
And they promised us that, by the way. I'm not even making this up. They said, no, 7th administration, we're not doing gimmicks anymore.
Yeah.
We're going into to engage constructively as an opposition, etc.
Yeah.
And I want to see that translate into more programs.
Yeah.
Right. Secondly, I like the idea of beginning to see young new leaders emerging.
Yeah.
I think there's a chap who was I think was the president of the student command, was brilliant at their national assembly, national people's assembly.
No, the younger people coming out of there. I think if there is one party which we need to give them credit.
Yeah.
If there's a party starting to show the young talent emerging inside the organization, I don't see any party coming close to the EFF.
No, the EFF is a counter force in that parliament. If you think about it, from a point of view of just substance, right? I think they're a good counter force. They can create a proper opposition bloc in parliament. I'm sad, truly, that MK and EFF didn't see eye to eye.
No, I thought that was going to happen. And I mean, if you think about government, there's the policy aspect, there's the governance aspects. Today we've got you've got different parties doing fairly well on one or the other. So for example, if you look at what Action SA and what they're doing in Tshwane and all of that, amazing work
very
they're
good.
doing there, right? So the governance, the getting things done and all of that. But you cannot look to Action SA for policy views of where do you want to take South Africa. Clearly that space, my view, pretty much dominated by EFF in terms of thinking. Do you want to talk about the other as a wrap-up, right? So there's Maibuye. Do you see Floyd going...
I don't want to pronounce on Floyd because the next day you'll say I was wrong or right. Let's leave. But I want to talk about political realignment. So I like what Bosa, Good and so on are doing.
Unite for change.
Yeah, because...
They should have called it Change United.
You know what? That to sound like a football club. And maybe Patricia Dili will be the keeper, the goalkeeper. But anyway, I like what they are doing. It didn't go far enough. In a sense, I feel it's a rushed move. Right? Why didn't they talk to other parties? Why didn't they talk to Action SA? Make sure that, because there are all 2 or 3 party seats.
Like they did. I think it was still egos. I mean, if you look at
but then why rush? Right? Because obviously, when you say to somebody like Mashaba, please reverse what you have done so well in Joburg into this amorphous thing. It's not going to take overnight, right? And you don't want him to lose elections first next year before he realizes that, I should have done this. Sorry, let me just interrupt you there. Look at what Mashaba did with the moonshot.
Oh, the moonshot pack.
So it means that in his head, he realizes that you need numbers.
You need numbers.
You understand? You can't just think at Action SA, we're going to ride on popularity of one person.
No, but they'll be stuck on egos.
No, egos, unfortunately, is what is...
Because who's going to be president? That's what they're going to
Let me tell you what is...
We are back to
again, what is said in me, I know you say I must put my heart away, but unfortunately, it's the heart that drives me to do what I do. I asked Musi and Herman, why are you forming 2 different parties? Right? And I won't tell you what they told me, but I can tell you now that these 2 guys could not, just like Mbazima and Terra, couldn't agree who's going to be leader.
Absolutely.
Each one of them thought the other, I'm more senior. No, I was a mayor of Joburg. No, but I was leader of the party. But now Musi has now gone to coalesce with the other people. Now what has happened to who must be leader now?